balloon off right in the camera. You hear all the ladies, oh, look at that kitty. And it's like, well, I can't see her. All I can see is its ass.
We're going racing on the sound of the tone.
Again, locked together. First to the left, then to the right. Right on down the inside. He's through. He's through.
Okay, so welcome back. I got my next guest here with me, Chris Ware. Some of you may recognise him from being around the traps. Normally these days he's the dear mechanic to Gail, making sure that Gail's cars are always in top-notch condition for whenever he goes racing, or coming to me because I've missed a lap.
Only a mod.
Only a mod. We'll fix that now though.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So, thank you very much for coming along, and thank you for bringing Dennis with you to show us all the older vehicles that and the lineage that you had. So, obviously you raced for a while in the 80s, like most of us did.
Yep.
And then life came along and work and
basically probably about 1984. So I was probably 13, 14 at the time, and I remember how I ended up with a grasshopper. Got a grasshopper and built that and was sort of playing around with it. And then, like as Dad said, we sort of from there found out about the track. We raced it and started racing it in Penrose.
Yep.
And then started doing a few mods to it. Made it a Hornet, which was way better. And
they
then
had those raw quality oil-filled shocks on the back.
Yeah, it was amazing. And and then that, like as Dad said before, the hot shot came along, and then that was just a whole new level. And then it just snowballed from there, basically.
Yeah.
And it was basically, I didn't have a lot of interest in building of cars and stuff like that. I just enjoyed driving them.
Yep.
I didn't really work on them. It's a familiar sort of story, I'd say.
History repeating.
Yeah. So basically, like I said, Dad, he just really enjoyed tinkering with the cars and modifying them and painting them. Like we had several different paint schemes along the way. He used to do. Yeah, and I just basically used to arrive and drive, and I enjoyed that. So it worked well. He got his enjoyment from it. I got my enjoyment from it.
Yep.
So we probably up to, I think, 1990 I stopped. So it's about 6 years was racing for me.
Yeah.
So say like even now you travel around the country, different tracks, meet lots of people.
Yeah.
There's people still around from those days that are racing now or involved in it.
Yeah.
Now you see the kids like obviously Gavin, you've got Casey, and people from my day whose kids are racing now.
Yep.
As well. Yeah.
So you went off and probably got a job.
Yeah, good job. Yeah.
Have you done anything in particular with like apprenticeships or anything like that when you were younger, or?
I did a print apprenticeship, so I'm a printer by trade, which has sort of served me well. Yeah, pretty good. I lived overseas for a while, so basically, around 1990, I started getting into karting. I did that for 2 or 3 years, I think, which was really good. Really enjoyed that. And I think when I was sort of mid-late 20s, went over to the UK.
Yep.
I was over there basically I was away from New Zealand for 10 years, all up.
Yep.
In the UK, I met my wife over there. She's Spanish. She's Gail's mum.
Yep.
That's where he gets his
the
name.
Hyphenated name.
Hence his name, yeah. So, I think 2006, we came back here. We were living here fine, and then Gail was born 2008. Unfortunately, after that, my wife became ill. We went back to Spain, back over there for pretty much the first 5 years of Gail's life were living in Spain.
Oh no!
Spanish was his first language, and it's like
That's got to be unfortunate, eh? In the Mediterranean.
Yeah, well, it wasn't actually the Mediterranean part, but it was still good. It was good. It's a nice place to live.
Siestas every day.
Yeah. So yeah, that was good. But yeah, so we came back. Unfortunately, she passed away in 2012. We came back here, and then I think I'm not quite sure how we got back into racing again. I think I was just sort of looking through some old RC stuff or whatever, and I thought, I think he was about maybe 7 or 8 years old at the time.
Yep.
And I thought, maybe you could start, have a go at racing or whatever. So I think we started at Counties. It was bought an old. I didn't really know much about all the new stuff. It was now all brushless motors and lipo batteries, and it was like, what's all this stuff? So it was sort of like a new learning curve for me as well. So I just started driving myself as well, and Gael would share a car with me. And he really enjoyed it, and he was pretty good at it as well. And then, he did it for a couple of years, and then as he got older, he got faster, and he got faster than me, and then he got way faster than me, and then it was like, well, sort of the priorities changed. I sort of started now working more on the cars and giving him a good car to drive type thing. So I sort of, let's say, history repeating. I became my father. I became the mechanic working on the car, and I actually do enjoy it now. Like back in the old days, I just had no interest in it, and now I actually really enjoy doing it, and I really enjoy when we can get a good setup and it works, and he gets a good result with it.
And he's obviously quite articulated at telling you what's not working or what is working in terms of the feel of the chassis and. Is it getting close to dinner time, is it?
Yeah, so I mean that's sort of how it works. He gives the feedback. Basically, I haven't got enough steering, I haven't got enough this, I haven't got enough that. Fix it. No, that's not okay. But you basically work out is it corner entry, mid corner, corner exit, what you need where, and then sort of dial that in. And, sort of.
Kia Ora team, it's Mike Stick here. Thanks a ton for tuning in and supporting Let's Race RC. Every like, every comment, and every new subscriber keeps this channel growing and helps us bring you even more RC racing action from across New Zealand. If you're loving what we do and want to help us keep the wheels turning, you can shout us a coffee or even a beer over at buymeacoffee.com/letsracerc. Your support means the world, and it helps us stay trackside, bringing you the best coverage. Don't forget, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Membership options are in the link below. Catch you at the next race. Back to you, D-Maz.
Works well for us.
Yep. Yeah. So in terms of your own racing, when you do it, what's your preference? Is it on-road or off-road? And when I say off-road, proper off-road, out in the dirt.
Yeah. I think I was probably on-road. I was more successful in on-road than I was in off-road. I enjoyed off-road, but I think, I don't know, something about on-road I quite like. Just sort of the, having to be consistent and just smooth driving, consistent driving is sort of what I like, sort of my strength maybe, which work better in on-road than off-road. Because back when I was doing off-road, it was obviously all dirt tracks and bumpy and
unless it was a Metaman indoor, it's just polished floor.
Which is maybe why I sort of did well at that meeting that time, because it was more like an on-road race. But I think on-road one. The pan cars he was talking, Dennis was talking about the 1/10 pan cars. They were really good to drive when we raced them out at Mount Richmond.
Yep.
That was a good sized track for those cars. Used to race the 1/8 there as well, nitro cars, but the track was probably
too
small for those. But they were fun. We just really enjoyed that. So I think that's something Gael wants to try. Is the 1/8 on road. Let's have a go at one of them. Best cars. But obviously back then the nitro cars were the fastest cars. that were available. And now with electrics, it's not really the fastest class anymore.
No. Probably the only thing it's got is that's the whole length of your final, the strategy to get through the final is probably more like real motor racing than what the electric side of it is.
And the noise, of course, you can't beat the noise and smell.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
wasn't a bad guess. There's 32
big investment for one race though.
cars.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Might have to go and tap somebody like the Duffys or something on the shoulder and say, hey, can you
Well, I mean, if we ever get a good on-road track up here in Auckland, it would definitely be something to look at for sure.
That has been. So when I came back to racing, I came back in 2009 when I was living in Tauranga, just running around doing bits and pieces, and then running over Hamilton, saw their driver series. They posted some stuff up online, which was grainy and clunky, and back then the internet wasn't that flash.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, okay. I showed it to my kids, and they went, yeah, we'll be keen. So we brought a whole lot of gear, piled on over there. They did one race meeting and went, well, this is boring, Dad. Didn't go back.
I mean, it's sort of odd that way as well. You see a lot of, sort of guys who are our age with their kids or a bit younger or whatever. And a lot of them were, right into their racing, but their kids never really had the interest in it. I like a good Kyle that he really enjoys it as well. So it's something we can do together.
Yeah. With my kids, all three of them, they not that I pushed them into it. They saw it and went, hey, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
They went and tried it. Went, no, it's not for us.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
I think that's sort of the same with the working on the cars type thing, where I don't really push him into doing that because I know I was like him, you can't force somebody to have an interest in something where he understands how the car works and understands enough about it all. He just doesn't really have any interest in actually pulling cars apart and putting them back together and that sort of thing.
maybe when we get to the fourth generation of Wares, the role will reverse.
His time will come.
Yeah. Well, that's still a number of years away yet.
Yeah.
So you were saying earlier with your Toms at the North Island. Sorry,
North Island.
North Island. You cleaned up with that one, but you never managed to win a national title.
No, or even a podium. I think I got fourth in various nationals a few times, but never actually managed to get on a podium at a nationals, unfortunately.
Did you run when Tauranga was active? They used to run out of the Bayshore Leisure Park. Do you remember that? On the side of the.
I remember a track they had that was down in a gully somewhere.
Somebody's backyard.
Yeah, I think it literally was.
It was. That was the original track. That was cool.
We did a enduro race there one time. I think he's got photos in one of those books. And it just poured down with rain. It was like a mud fest. And it was like, I can't remember how long it was, maybe a 4-hour enduro or something like that.
I can't think of the gentleman's name. He sadly passed away through a work accident. He worked for the council. Really neat guy, but you get some race there and crack up because it was obviously their house.
Yeah,
we'll all be out the back, and Mum would have been at work, and she'd come home in a mood, and we'd all have to go home. and then my dad used to just drop me off, and I'd have to go down to the phone box when we were finished and ring him up and say, "Hey, can you come and get me?" And it was like within. He said it was. He said at the time, "It was like, I only just dropped you off."
Yeah.
So, it was funny. I'm pretty sure I recall probably 91, 92 when the Tauranga Club we held the Nationals for the very first time. And I'm pretty sure you guys came down. I know Gavin came because he had here.
I wouldn't have been in the. I think I stopped 1990 is when I went to when I started karting. So
maybe it was because we used to do kiwi fruit, because it was Tauranga Te Puki and all that sort of thing. We used to do this thing around kiwi. Might have been that. Might have been. I can't remember, because I remember there was a guy I went to school with when I was younger. Same name, exact same name. I was like, I wonder if it's him.
Kia ora team, it's Mike Stick here. Thanks a ton for tuning in and supporting Let's Race RC. Every like, every comment, and every new subscriber keeps this channel growing and helps us bring you even more RC racing action from across New Zealand. If you're loving what we do and want to help us keep the wheels turning, you can shout us a coffee or even a beer over at buymeacoffee.com/letsracerc. Your support means the world, and it helps us stay trackside, bringing you the best coverage. Don't forget, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Membership options are in the link below. Catch you at the next race. Back to you, D-Maz.
How well did you go at go-karting?
it was all right, I think. Yeah. So I bought an old, it was called a HKS second-hand one, got it off Trade Me.
Yep.
Not Trade Me, what was the newspaper? You go through it, get it every
Thursday.
The
Trade and Exchange.
Trade and Exchange, yeah, that's the one.
That have two of them. There'd be one that was with a yellow cover and another one with a blue cover, I think it was.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That was like a newspaper type thing, yeah. So anyway, I decided on a whim to have a look at go-karts, and so I ended up buying this kart because it was all in pretty good condition. It was the HKS was the brand. Ended up going Panmure racing in novice class or whatever. And then at the time, Ron Dixon, he was riding. He had a brand of kart called Omega.
Yep.
That he used to import. And so HKS was basically morphed into Omega. So I used to get my bits off him. And sort of eventually we had quite a good relationship with him. He used to help me out a lot. He had a young son called Scott.
Mm-hmm.
He used to, he's pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Might have heard him.
Yep.
But I remember one day going down to the track practicing, and they got the latest Omega car had come out, and they were testing it. And they put it out there, brand new, first time on the track. And he literally said to him, okay, go out there, do a couple of laps, get the feel of it, see how it goes, whatever. So out he goes. This is Scott. And he did one lap. Second lap, he broke the lap record. And his dad's like, I told him to take it easy. It's like, but yeah, that was good back then. You wouldn't imagine back then where he was now, a little round redhead kid.
No, I recall. So, see, 2 degrees of separation. So Morris O'Reilly, with his thing with Chicane Clothing, they were doing this thing with the Nissan Sentras.
Yeah.
So they'd just come off the back of being a one-make series, and they were trying to keep the class going. So they'd done this enduro, and they got him and Scott a special license. And
was he 14?
14 at the time, youngest New Zealand driver at that time to get a man's license for this particular race. Anyway, so everyone pushed for this particular businessman in Tauranga who was doing container lifting. Put him in his car, which he infamously rolled it down the end of the back straight, and then when he got out, and I'll have to see if I can find the footage of it, he had a pillow tied to him, literally tied, so he could sit up high enough to see over the dash. That was it was funny at the time. It would have been scary as anything for the poor guy at that age. But yeah, it was kind of all the pressure and everything, because through where I was working for one of Morris's other company, the Chicane Clothing was part of in the same building, so we were seeing these guys come through all the time and that sort of thing, and it was like wow, who's this guy? And then all the noise that came around it and that sort of thing, and about this young boy, and people saying, I shouldn't be allowed to be doing typical people who can't see the future and can't go, actually, we should be giving him a go. He's quick.
Yeah, no, yeah. Ron, Ron Dix, he was good. He used to help me out a lot. I sort of stayed in it longer than I probably would have been able to. But I really enjoyed those karting days.
Yep.
So really good racing, and like I say, like a friend of Gael's races karts now, same age as him, but he's like quite sort of high level.
Yep.
But you're spending, I think it was a couple of years ago, we were looking. I was talking to his dad about it. And he's saying you're looking at like 30k a year minimum to do a season of karting, just to do some
Club level stuff.
do some away races and stuff like that. But you're looking at crazy money. I just used to do it on my
shoestring,
my printer's wage. But,
You just won nationals.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
actually,
What class is he in?
It's Rotex juniors, I think.
Juniors. Yeah. Would have been different back when you were doing it. Would have been like KT 100s and that's
senior lights.
Yeah.
When I was light.
You went to
Add weight to my car to get up to the senior light. It's weight. And then I don't know. So now, basically focused on Gael's driving, racing.
Yep. You're obviously still getting enjoyment out of doing that.
Yep. No, I enjoy it. Yeah, it's good. I mean, we have our good days and bad days, eh? So that's what everyone does.
It's
and,
like any sport really,
Yeah.
or it doesn't matter whether you're a competitor or an official. You have your good days and you have your bad days. And it's how you deal with it at the end of it, I guess, is the important part.
Yeah. Is it? But racing alongside guys like Casey and sort of his age, Casey and Logan, sort of those young, fast guys. There's it's good to be able to sort of battle with them, and they all get along well. Give each other shit all the time in the pits.
Didn't want to throw his name in the hat for the Worlds and over in Aussie?
No, it's I wouldn't mind doing it, but it's just a lot. And we just don't have experience driving on dirt either. It's like maybe if we did more dirt racing, there would be an option, but it's probably just too different. I don't know. Lack of experience on that type of surface, I guess. Though, like Logan would help out a lot. We have him to being teammates that share a lot of information and stuff. So it's not like we would just turn up there without a setup and all that sort of stuff. But we did the AOC, the on-road Asian champs.
When we worked out that Gael actually had a voice.
When he got his sudden interview. That's surprising. But that was probably one of the highlights for me. That was such a good race meeting. Track was awesome. The event was awesome. Everything, there was nothing. Everything about it was good. And they sort of did all right. And see guys like Mark Reinhardt driving, and Nicholas Lee, those guys. And then, like Nicholas Lee was Yokomo at the time, obviously, Kyle being Yokomo, but really approachable guys. They're like, if you need anything you need self advice, whatever, just sing out, be happy to help. So even the Aussie Yokomo guys, just all really friendly, really helpful. Definitely got us out of the
Kia ora team, it's Mike Stick here. Thanks a ton for tuning in and supporting Let's Race RC. Every like, every comment, and every new subscriber keeps this channel growing and helps us bring you even more RC racing action from across New Zealand. If you're loving what we do and want to help us keep the wheels turning, you can shout us a coffee or even a beer over at buymeacoffee.com/letsracerc. Your support means the world, and it helps us stay trackside, bringing you the best coverage. Don't forget, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Membership options are in the link below. Catch you at the next race. Back to you, D-Maz.
Tyres was a big thing over there because they use a tyre source,
Yes.
which we're not used to using.
Yeah.
And temperatures were quite high. And yeah, we'd start off all right, and then the handling of the car would just, this is in the practice days, just turned to sort of crap. And then didn't really realise at the time, but tyres were graining up quite badly. So all these guys, they just had their little tyre sanders, and after each run, they'd just give them a little skim, take all the graining off, and they'd be good again.
Yeah.
So one of the Aussie guys said, "Oh, you're sanding your tyres." It's like, "Oh, no." It's like, "Oh, you got to do that." So he goes, "Oh, bring them over," and he stuck them on. He sent them up to the car. I was like, "Oh, wow!"
Yeah.
Transformed it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good.
You don't get that in full-size motorsport.
yeah.
No, it's like, no, can't see what's going on in
Yeah.
here. We're not telling you what, even though we've just sold all this gear to you.
I mean, it's like, yeah. I don't know what the other teams are like, but Yakimo are very open, and all their drivers very open in sharing information and stuff like that.
Yep.
You know, it's really good. Because I have on a chat with the Aussie guys over there. Yeah, they do a lot of testing and stuff over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're constantly posting what they found, what to do, try this, try that.
At least they don't make you wear a t-shirt and then fold your arms for a photo, like X-ray. Casey must be getting good at that by now. Okay, cool. So, as true to form, we'll do our, I'll do this as a breakout later on because there'll be another ad playing now. So, we'll do the 5 for 25. So the premise for this is really simple. It's 5 questions. You got 25 seconds. You just first thing that comes to your head. Okay. So vintage, re-release or original?
Personally, I like the re-release because they're more. If I was going to do vintage, then I'd want to race it. So I'd want something that works better than an original. If you break it,
You can't get parts for it. Yeah. Like that Tommy over there.
Yeah.
All that Marui.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Question number 2. And this doesn't matter what discipline it is. Control tyres are open. Sorry about the noise in the background. Where the Panda Studios is in suburbia South Auckland. Not that that's to say anything bad about being in South Auckland. It's just some cars don't know how to have mufflers. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Back to the question.
I think for big events, control tyres every day. It just helps keep costs down,
Yep.
and it puts everyone on the same sort of footing.
Yeah, and you say the same for off-road as well?
I don't know about dirt. I don't really have the experience in that as to what it'll do. I think on Astro, there's a lot of different tyres you could run. So I know that we sort of tune our car to a particular tyre, and then if you were suddenly chucked in with another tyre, you'd have to probably
Do a
reset
lot
up
of work.
again. So, but I think at the end of the day, I think control tyres better way to go for bigger events. Just helps rein in costs. Those huge. It's a short thing, eh?
It's funny.
I was going to say, like the on-road North Island champs a couple of years ago, they didn't have a control tyre. So you got to go down there with a set of 28s, set of 32s, set of 36s, just in case, because you don't know where it's going to go. And you got 3 cars, and it gets really expensive really quick.
Yeah.
Where with control tyres, it's like, okay, well, mod's 32, 35's 28, a couple of sets of each, and that's it.
Yeah.
You're good.
Because they would have done that at the AOC, wouldn't they? They would have said
They were
control tyre, control source.
Yep.
Yep.
You're only allowed a certain amount, so
Yeah.
I can't remember me, 4 sets. 3 sets.
And then you could listen to Mark Reinhardt going, "This is maximum shit." When he doesn't do well.
Yeah, well.
Okay, Okay, question number 3. Yokomo or Kyosho?
Yakumo.
Okay. Question 4. What's your favourite drink?
Favourite drink? Oh, probably wild turkey and Coke.
Straight for the top shelf. Have you tried mutton shoulder?
No.
Got something there if you want to have a sample before we finish.
Go out and drive home.
Well, that's right. He's old enough now.
Don't stand on the step.
What do you want? You want your stool back, don't you, darling? Sorry, kids. Our elderly cat. This one. Just deciding to make an appearance. Normally it's the young one who comes in and sticks a booty hole in front of the camera. It's like during COVID, so we got 3 cats. The one that's just a bit younger than her, my partner, she used to work in the office, and I'd be set up out here, and the little one would come out, and I'd be in the middle of a Teams meeting, and next thing, we're dealing with, like, in corporate Australia, etiquette, proper etiquette, camera on.
Yeah.
So she'd come in, balloon knot right in the camera. You hear all the ladies, oh, look at that kitty, and it's like, well, I can't see her, all I can see is its ass. Okay, so the final question, which is always the one that I like to do.
Yeah.
What is it that you've done in your lifetime that is possibly considered a little dodgy, or a little out there, or a little left field, that these other 2 people don't know about?
When racing, you mean?
Anything.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to think about that.
Long to me.
His name's not Scott.
Can we pause while I think about it?
Yep, we can pause. You can.
Something a bit dodgy I've done. But
Yeah.
not really dodgy.
Well, let's put it this way. Is there something that you've ever done that your dad doesn't know that you've done? Like dented his car, taken his car without him knowing? Okay, it looks like he's got something he wants to say.
Oh.
Street racing.
Oh. It's not dodgy, it's fun.
Well, it is.
Well, yeah, but that's in my car.
It's not legal.
Oh, yeah. So, remember your CB500? You just see, so he's had a lot of bikes, motorbikes in his day or whatever. And, I took his CB500 out one day. I think he knew I took it. I think he just came to ride on it, but I took it for maybe a couple of hours, and I sort of tried to find out what it could do as well.
Yep.
So I was wiping a bridge, going down there, fully tapped out, and then brought it back. Like I'd just been for a little scooter around the block.
Even though it's ticking like a
Yeah,
mofo.
everything's hot and steaming, and yeah. I didn't know about that. It does now.
Yeah.
That was a while
He
ago.
doesn't look very impressed.
He can't hear. He can't hear me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. We'll conclude that there. It's been really cool. So we've got part 3 coming up now with young Gail. We'll see what he's got to say, and we'll see how we go.
All right, team, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Let's Race RC podcast. Thanks for tuning in and sharing the ride with us. Remember, Let's Race RC isn't just about podcasts and videos. We can be trackside at your next event, capturing all the racing action, stories, and behind-the-scenes moments that make RC special. So, if your club or event wants professional coverage, live streaming, or feature content, reach out and let us know. Let's Race RC is ready to roll with you. Until next time, I'm Mike Stick. Keep it fast, keep it fun, and let's race RC.
Think of it like Guy and Al. Guy Al.
Gail? Yeah.
Like Guy Smiley and Al Bundy. Guy Al.